Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever found yourself chasing the horizon, feeling as if you are always one step away from the answers you seek? This is a common scenario many of us unwittingly find ourselves in as we journey on the path towards spiritual growth. As we embark on this voyage of inner discovery, there are potential pitfalls and misunderstandings that can inadvertently hinder our progress. A common mistake is to believe that there's a mandatory spiritual personality type or lifestyle which can lead us astray instead of further along the path. Let me tell you about Alex. Alex was a successful corporate lawyer who decided to delve into the spiritual journey. He started meditating, practicing yoga, and even swapped his business suits for flowing robes. He hoped that by doing all these spiritual things, he'd find the peace and fulfillment he was longing for. However, Alex failed to understand that adopting the outward appearance or lifestyle of spirituality does not constitute actual spiritual growth. It isn't about transforming who you are externally, but rather embracing your authentic self in your quest for spiritual development. Authenticity and self-expression are crucial on this path to spiritual growth. When we suppress our natural reactions or conform to stereotypes of how a spiritual person should behave, we restrict our true self-expression. We must remember that every one of us is unique, with our unique gifts, passions, strengths, and even flaws. It's this uniqueness that we need to embrace rather than suppress. Take the example of a budding flower. It doesn't try to be a rose if it's a tulip. It doesn't try to bloom in winter if it's a summer flower. It just is, authentically and unapologetically. And it's this authenticity that allows it to blossom, to contribute to the beauty of the world. Similarly, we are each a unique expression of the divine, of the universe, of the source, or however you choose to name that greater power. Our journey of spiritual growth is about peeling away the layers of conditioning, the misguided beliefs about ourselves and the world, so we can reveal the authentic self that's been there all along. In our relentless pursuit of something more, we often overlook the present moment, and in doing so, we fail to appreciate the beauty and lessons it holds. How often have we said, "When I reach this stage, then I'll be happy," or "When I achieve that, then I'll have found peace." However, the present moment is all we truly have. The past is gone, and the future is not guaranteed. I want you to consider the allure of enlightenment. Many of us are drawn to the concept, believing that reaching enlightenment will be a transformative, magical experience that will suddenly make everything clear. However, this can mislead us into thinking that there's a destination we need to reach. This is a common pitfall in the journey towards spiritual growth. The reality is that spiritual growth is not about reaching a destination, but about the journey itself. It's about the gradual awareness that unfolds, the insights we gain, and the transformation that occurs within us as we dive deeper into our authentic selves. Many spiritual traditions talk about the concept of being the observer, or recognizing that we are not just our physical forms, but pure awareness. This is a significant milestone in the spiritual journey. It's when we start to realize that our true essence is consciousness beyond our thoughts, emotions, and physical form. However, this is not the final destination on the path. Imagine you are in a movie theater watching a film. Initially, you get so engrossed in the movie that you forget you're in a theater, but eventually there comes a moment when you remember you're not a part of the movie, you're merely observing it. This is like the observer trap. It's a crucial stage in the journey, but it's not the end. This path of spiritual growth is not about aiming for an end point. It's about being in the continuous process of self-discovery, self-realization, and self-expression. It's about recognizing the unity of consciousness, that we are all interconnected, that we are not separate from the universe but an integral part of it, just like a wave is not separate from the ocean. True spiritual shifts are not rooted in intellectual understanding alone. It's not enough to read spiritual texts or listen to spiritual talks. These can provide us with valuable insights, but they can't bring about the transformation. That can only come from within us, from our energetic experiences and realizations. This journey towards spiritual growth is about active inquiry and experiential realization. It's not about passively accepting what we are told or gaining intellectual mastery alone. It's about diving deep within ourselves, exploring our inner realm, asking profound questions, and seeking the answers within. Remember, the journey towards spiritual growth is exactly that, a journey. There may be twists and turns, moments of confusion and periods of doubt, but there will also be moments of profound insights, deep connections, and a sense of peace and fulfillment that surpasses all understanding. It's about staying committed to the journey, being open to the lessons, and embracing the process with authenticity and self-expression. As we continue along this path, it's important to remember that there are no shortcuts to spiritual growth. It's a continuous process of self-discovery and self-realization. It requires patience, commitment, and the courage to face our deepest fears and insecurities, but rest assured the rewards are truly transformative. By recognizing these pitfalls and acknowledging the significance of authenticity, self-expression, present moment awareness, and the unity of consciousness, we are better equipped to navigate our spiritual journey. You are a unique expression of the universe, and your journey is yours alone. It's about embracing your authenticity and expressing your true self. Remember, the journey is the destination, and every step, every moment, is an integral part of this beautiful process called spiritual growth. So, let's embrace the journey with open hearts and open minds, seeking not a destination, but the joy and fulfillment that comes from the journey itself. As we journey on this path towards spiritual enlightenment, it's easy to become enchanted by the allure of enlightenment. We often perceive it as a transformative, magical experience that instantly bestows peace, clarity, and understanding. This perception, however, can lead us astray. It gives rise to the relentless pursuit of something more, something beyond our current state, and in doing so, we lose sight of the present moment, the only reality we truly have. Enlightenment is not a destination, nor is it a state that can be attained overnight. It's a continuous process of expanding awareness, deepening understanding, and cultivating presence. It's about embracing every moment, every experience, as an opportunity for growth, for wisdom, for understanding. Consider the observer trap. The observer trap is the belief that we are separate from our physical bodies and our experiences. It's the notion that we, as pure awareness, are merely spectators of our lives, detached from the ebb and flow of the physical world. While recognizing our nature as pure awareness is indeed a significant milestone in our spiritual journey, we must understand that this is not the final destination. There is a vast difference between understanding our nature intellectually and experiencing it directly. Intellectual understanding is like reading about the taste of a mango. You can read countless descriptions about its sweetness, its juiciness, its unique flavor, but until you taste the mango for yourself, you won't truly understand what it's like. In the same way, recognizing our nature as pure awareness, as consciousness itself, is not merely an intellectual understanding. It's not something we can grasp fully by reading books or attending lectures. It's an experiential realization, a direct knowing that transcends the limits of the intellect. This realization is not a one-time event. It's not like flipping a switch and suddenly we're enlightened. It's a continuous process of deepening understanding, of peeling away layers of illusion and misperception, of learning to see reality as it is, not as we think it should be. As we continue this journey, we begin to realize the unity of all existence. We begin to see that we are not separate entities living in an impersonal universe, but integral parts of a vast, interconnected whole. We are not just drops in the ocean, we are the ocean in a drop. This realization of unity, of oneness, is a profound shift in consciousness. It's not something that can be forced or rushed. It's something that unfolds naturally, organically, as we continue to deepen our understanding and broaden our perspective. And as we begin to experience this unity, this oneness, we realize that there is no separation, no duality. There is no me and you, no us and them. There is only we, only one. This realization brings a deep sense of peace, a profound sense of belonging, a boundless sense of love. It is the realization that we are not alone, that we are intimately connected to all of life, that we are part of something much larger, much grander than our individual selves. However, this realization is not the end of the journey. Just as recognizing our nature as pure awareness is not the final destination, neither is the realization of unity. The journey continues, always unfolding, always deepening, always expanding. The path towards spiritual growth involves active inquiry and experiential realization. It's not about passively accepting what we are told or gaining intellectual mastery alone. It's about diving deep within ourselves, exploring our inner realm, asking profound questions and seeking the answers within. In this process of inquiry and exploration, we encounter our deepest fears, our buried traumas, our unresolved issues. We come face to face with our shadows, our darkness, our pain. This is not an easy process. It's not comfortable, it's not pleasant, but it's necessary. For it's in facing our darkness that we find our light. It's in embracing our pain that we find our healing. It's in acknowledging our fears that we find our courage. This journey towards spiritual growth is not just about seeking the light, the love, the peace. It's also about confronting the darkness, the pain, the fear. And it's in this confrontation, in this embrace, that we find our wholeness, our completeness, our authenticity. You see, spiritual growth is not about becoming something or someone else. It's not about transforming ourselves into an ideal image or conforming to a specific model. It's about becoming more of who we truly are. It's about embracing all aspects of our being, the light and the dark, the joy and the pain, the love and the fear. And it's in this embrace that we find our true nature, our true self, our true essence. As we journey on this path, we must remember to stay grounded in the present moment, to stay connected to our true nature, and to stay open to the endless possibilities of the universe. We must remember that the journey is the destination, that every step, every moment is an integral part of this beautiful process called spiritual growth. Remember, spiritual growth is not a race, it's not a competition. It's not about reaching a specific destination or attaining a particular state. It's about the journey, the process, the unfolding. It's about becoming more of who we truly are, about deepening our understanding, about expanding our awareness. So let's continue on this journey with courage, with openness, with love. Let's embrace the process, the unfolding, the journey. Let's remember to stay grounded in the present moment, to stay connected to our true nature, and to stay open to the endless possibilities of the universe. As we unpack the complexities of our spiritual journey, it becomes clear that intellectual understanding alone cannot lead to transformation. Our minds can absorb countless teachings, principles, and philosophies, but the true spiritual shifts occur when those teachings move from the intellectual plane to the experiential realm. You see, spiritual growth is rooted in energetic experiences and realizations. It's about feeling, experiencing, living the wisdom, not just understanding it intellectually. It's about integrating the teachings into our day-to-day lives, not just storing them in our minds. Think of spiritual growth like learning a language. You can study grammar, memorize vocabulary, understand the structure of sentences, but to really learn the language, you need to speak it, write it, listen to it, live it. You need to immerse yourself in it. Similarly, spiritual growth requires immersion, living the teachings, applying the wisdom, experiencing the truth. The journey towards spiritual growth doesn't involve passive acceptance or intellectual mastery alone. It's an active, dynamic, vibrant process. It's about questioning, exploring, diving deep. It's about curiosity, openness, vulnerability. It's about seeking truth, seeking understanding, seeking growth. Now, this seeking doesn't mean constantly striving or struggling. It's not about pursuing something external, something outside of ourselves. It's about uncovering, revealing, discovering the truth that already exists within us. The spiritual journey is not about becoming something. It's about unbecoming everything that's not truly us. It's about peeling away the layers of conditioning, illusion, and misconception to reveal our true nature, our true essence, our true self. Now, this process of unbecoming, of revealing, of discovering can be challenging. It can be uncomfortable, painful even, but it's necessary. It's a crucial part of the journey, a significant step towards growth. And as we continue to unbecome, to reveal, to discover, we start to experience a profound shift. We start to notice a stillness, a peace, a clarity that wasn't there before. We start to feel more connected, more present, more alive. We start to see the world with fresh eyes, hear with fresh ears, feel with a fresh heart. We start to live in a state of wonder, awe, gratitude. And in this state of wonder, awe, gratitude, we start to realize a profound truth, the unity of all existence. We start to see that everything is connected, that everything is one. We start to understand that we are not just a part of the universe, we are the universe expressing itself as a human for a little while. This realization of unity, of oneness, is the ultimate goal of spiritual growth. It's the point where we understand that we are not separate, not isolated, not alone. It's the point where we realize that we are part of a grand, magnificent, awe-inspiring whole. This realization of unity brings a profound sense of peace, purpose, fulfillment. It brings a deep sense of love, compassion, empathy. It brings a profound understanding of our place in the universe, our role in the grand scheme of things. And it's this realization, this understanding, this experience that brings the true transformation, the true growth, the true enlightenment. So, let's continue on this beautiful transformational journey. Let's continue to question, to explore, to dive deep. Let's continue to unbecome, to reveal, to discover. Let's continue to live in a state of wonder, awe, gratitude. Let's continue to strive for unity, for oneness, for realization. Let's continue to grow, to evolve, to thrive. Thank you for joining me on this journey. It's been an honor and a privilege to share these insights and wisdom with you. I hope they have resonated with you and inspired you on your own spiritual path. If you enjoyed this discussion and want to hear more about spirituality, personal growth and mindfulness, please subscribe to this channel and give this video a like. Your support means the world to me. Always remember, the spiritual journey is a beautiful, transformative process. It's not a destination, it's a journey, and every step, every moment, every breath is a part of that journey. So let's continue to explore, to grow, to evolve. Let's continue to walk this path with courage, with love, with grace. Let's continue to shine our light and share our wisdom. Let's continue to be the change we wish to see in the world. Remember, we are all one. We are all connected. We are all part of this grand, magnificent, awe-inspiring universe. And together we can create a world of peace, love, and unity. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Thank you for being a part of this change. Thank you for being you.